Yes, screen is visible to everyone. Yes, students.
No, ma'am.
Good morning,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Screen is visible.
Now visible.
Yes, ma'am.
My cursor is not moving. Yeah. Okay. Now it's clearly visible.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Very good morning. So in previous class, we have studied about the nature of the pedagogy, and now we are going to learn what is exact meaning of the pedagogy. Yes. So can anyone tell me, according to you, what is pedagogy? Yes.
Ma'am, it is the way, the innovative way, or the way a teacher teaches any subject or any topic or any concept.
Okay. So is it only about the methodology? What methodology teacher use in the classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can. Any other?
Art of teaching, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. Give me some
Ma'am,
more
pedagogy
answers.
means, yes, ma'am. Pedagogy means art as well as science and the method of teaching that we manage in the classroom and help students learn effectively.
Okay, so it is a science, it is art, okay, it is methodology which is used by the teacher, but the main thing is that the learning should done effectively, right? So if you are going to see the etymological roots, so basically this particular term, it originates from the ancient Greek word, and that word is paidagogos. You can see paid agogos. So where you can see, you can just bifurcate this word, we'll get paid and agogos. Paid means what? The meaning of paid, that is child, and agogos means leading. So in short, we can say that leading children, that is nothing but the pedagogy. Okay, so that was the ancient meaning of the pedagogy. Right. After that, there was a criticism. Right. So criticism means what? See, initially we were using this term, and it is not only related to the school education, but it is related to the education at the higher level also. But itself, the meaning it is given in the Greek word pedagogy, that is leading children. तो वहाँ पे children है, so can we apply the same thing for the adults learner? The learners they are learning in the higher education? Of course not, right? Even previous one, or we can say the traditional definition of the pedagogy, that was nothing but here we can see art and science of teaching. It is art and science of teaching, but we have to just think about the children's means the learners as a children learners as well as the adult learners. Okay, so some those who did the critique they says that the meaning of the pedagogy that can be activity of learning, right? So pedagogy it moves around the main word that is nothing but the learning. Okay, in this in the ancient Greek, we can see the education system, right? The child is at the center, okay? And this is the Greek literature, and along with that means they are giving not only giving focus on the literature, but you can see different instruments are there. So again, they are giving focus on the music and arts also, right? Okay. So if we see the broad definition of the pedagogy, again, someone told that art and science of teaching, and now one word it is added that is nothing but the craft. Okay, let's see the definition. Pedagogy is defined as art, craft, and science of teaching, representing the complex daily activity of teachers that encompasses more than merely delivery of the education. Yes, so instead of only focusing on the delivery of the education, they have given see, basically three components are there, and you can see nowadays we are talking about the advanced pedagogy, and these three components are there in the advanced pedagogy: the art, the craft, and the science. Right? So art, what comes under art? The intuitive, creative, and responsive aspects of the teaching. Okay, so it should be something creativity, something intuitive should be there, right? In the craft, main thing is that the practical application of the teaching skill. Okay, it is expected in the advanced pedagogy and science along with the theoretical foundation. Basically, we are going to bring the student in the inquiry process, right? So that they can solve the problem, they can take the decision. Okay, so here somehow, whenever we are talking about the science, here we are thinking about the high level objectives, right? So please remember pedagogy. See, there is no need to by-heart all things as it is, right? Pedagogy, leading children, that was the meaning. It was given in the ancient Greek pedagogy, right? Then art and science of the teaching, that is also one meaning of the pedagogy. That was the traditional one. Now we have added one more thing that is nothing but the art, craft, and science of the teaching. Are we getting the point? And whatever critics we saw in the previous slide, it tells us that it's activity of learning. Right? See, again, the activity means here somehow the advanced pedagogy, it is given focus on the child-centric, or you can say the activity-based learning. Right? The same thing it is given here, student-centric learning over traditional teaching methods. So here we are talking about the 21st century education. Okay. So these are the some definitions. In exam, the question will be, what do you mean by pedagogy? Right? You're going to write at least 2 to 3 authorized definition. You can by heart simple definitions. Okay. Can anyone read definitions on my behalf? Yes, any one of you? Quickly.
Yes, ma'am. May I?
Yes, please.
Pedagogy as either the science, theory, or art and practice of teaching that makes a difference in intellectual and social development of students. And second one, Watkins and Morimeter 1999, any conscious activity by one person designed to enhance the learning of another. Lovett, pedagogy as a highly complex blend of theoretical understanding as well as practical skill. Roget, pedagogy as the act, process, or art of imparting knowledge as well as skill.
Thank you. Okay, we'll see definitions one by one. Pedagogy is either, you can see it, science or theory, art or practice. Means, see, one definition it was there, science and art of teaching. So you can just try to recall it, science and art of teaching. The second is theory or practice of teaching. Means here the equal weightage should be given for theory as well as practical, right? So that it makes differences in the intellectual and social development of the student. Can anyone tell me, one paper was there in the second semester of the B.Ed, right? Learning and teaching. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by learning? Yes, come
Ma'am,
on.
learning means, yes, ma'am. Learning means students and learn teaching, and learning means students and learning and teaching means teachers, learning teacher experiences like that.
What is learning? We say that now today I learned this particular recipe. So what does it mean? What is meaning of learning?
To
Learning
get
is the
the knowledge, ma'am.
acquisition of knowledge and change in behavior.
Very good. That is the correct word I wanted it. That is change in behavior. The simplest definition of learning, that is change in behavior. So what it is expect that on one side we are saying that pedagogy it is nothing but the science and art. It is nothing but the theory and practice of teaching. It is expected that we should use the methodology of the teaching learning strategy in a such a way that there will be difference in the intellectual and the social development of the student. It means there should enhancement should be there, right? There should be a level up, whatever intellectual level they are having or the social skills they are having, it there should be enhancement, right? So this is the simplest definition of the pedagogy. Then Watkins and Mortimer in 1999, any conscious activity, this is very important, any conscious activity by one person designed to enhance the learning of the another. Okay, so here one person, of course, we are going to consider the teacher or any elder person. Okay, so consciously he is going to plan something, that is which technique, which methodology, which activities he is going to use to teach particular topic, right? And main thing is that it should be designed in a such a way that it should enhance, what it should enhance, the learning of the another, जिसके लिए वो plan किया है उसकी learning को enhance करना, right? Then third definition that is given by the Lovett, pedagogy as a highly complex blend of theoretical understanding and practical skills. Again, here we are giving equal weightage. You see, blend, blending is what? Yes, what is meaning of blending? Come on.
Ma'am, together mix it like
Yes, mixed it means it should be related. For example, suppose whatever knowledge, pedagogical knowledge you are getting here, and the same thing. See what happened in the classroom also. We will give one example. For example, students are learning particular experiment in the theoretical part in the classroom. Okay, and same experiment they are going to perform in the science laboratory. Okay, so here we can see there is a blending of the theoretical knowledge, means it should go hand in hand, right? So this is the simplest definition. See, means again, do you realize that they are giving focus on the practical skill, and one word they have added, that is nothing but the craft, art and science, and they added one word, that is nothing but the craft. Then last one, that is pedagogy as the act, process, or art of imparting knowledge and skill. Yes, pedagogy is the act, process. Why it is a process? Can anyone tell me why pedagogy is the process? Yes, come on. Why pedagogy is the process? You know that it is the art of impartation of the knowledge, skills, right? It is act also. That the teacher they have to do something, right? They have to plan some child-centric or the student-centric activities. So it is the act. Process means what? See, continuity it is there, no? When if you are going to consider you are the future teachers, you are the future educators, right? So as a teacher, every day or for every lecture, you are going to plan what kind of learning experiences you are giving to the students, right? So that is process. It is never ending, right? That's why it is an act, process, and art of imparting knowledge and skill. Now, this is clear to you? Yes, students? Come on.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the meaning of pedagogy, that part is over. Yes, you have to focus on the specific things. Okay, we'll recap at the end of this session. Okay. Now, there are different types of pedagogy. Yes, pedagogy, art and science of teaching, activities of learning. Yes, it is also leading children. That was the definition. It was there in the ancient Greek pedagogy, right? Leading children. See, nowadays, because of this, the pedagogy, it is only related to the school level student or the school education, right? When the students they are learning at the in the higher education, so now they are the adult learners, and for that, for them, there is a new concept that is nothing but the andragogy. Yes, means the methodology which is used for the adult learners. That is the simple meaning of the andragogy. Yes. Okay. So types of pedagogy. Let's see one by one. The first is traditional pedagogy, which is also called as behavioristic pedagogy. Skinner, B.F. Skinner, and John Friedrich Herbert. They are the pioneers of this particular type of pedagogy, that is traditional pedagogy. See, traditional pedagogy means even now also many teachers they are going with this traditional pedagogy. Yes. So this is a teacher-centered approach focused on direct instructions, repetitions, and reinforcement. The teacher acts as the primary source of knowledge, the sage on the stage, and learning is measured through the observable behavior, test score, and memorization. Okay. I think nowadays also this is very bad, but nowadays also many teachers they are going with this traditional pedagogy, which is not expected because now we are talking about the advanced pedagogy. We have to give focus on the teacher, not the teacher centric, but the student centric approach, right? So initially, stage on the stage means what? Teacher doing blah blah blah. He's giving instructions. He's the whatever content he's delivering in the classroom. He's going to repeat that content. Yes, even reinforcement is means what? See, whatever reinforcement you have studied in the macro teaching, that is okay. But here the meaning of the reinforcement means whatever he is teaching, if there is a plan repetition by the teacher, that is also reinforcement. If the while delivering the lecture, if the teacher she is writing some main things or the highlighted points on the board, that is also reinforcement. Yes. So basically, it's like traditional teacher teaches in the classroom, teacher giving instructions in the classroom, and the students they are the passive learners. Okay, but how we are going to check the learning? Yes, tell me. The teacher is teaching in the classroom. Okay, that is about the teaching. But how you are going to check the learning? Students?
Ma'am, by
Yes,
asking
students?
questions.
Yes, by asking questions. See, that is nothing but the observe your behavior. Change in behavior means what? Even my dear friends, please don't get confused. Whatever specification, when you are writing objective specification in your lesson plan, that specification that is nothing but the observable behavior, which is also called as the outcome of that particular lesson. When you are saying that the student constructs something, right? When you are saying that by using particular formula, students solve the example, that is nothing but the observable behavior. So how we are going to measure the learning? Through the observable behavior, through test scores and the memorization. Okay, teacher asking questions and students are giving answers. And main focus here is given on the rote memorization. क्योंकि वहां पे बच्चे ने तो खुद कुछ नहीं किया है, बस टीचर ही पढ़ा रहे हैं. So main focus it is given on the memorization. So one example it is given over here. Suppose the teacher delivers a lecture on the laws of thermodynamics and he is going to explain it. See, when she is writing the formulas on the board, it's like a reinforcement. क्योंकि formula सिर्फ बोल के समझ में आएगा नहीं, वो लिख रहा है, but totally it is student centric because teacher is only actively involved in the teaching learning process. And after that, he assigned some problems to the students and they are going to solve the problems, right? So when they will solve the problem, that is nothing but the change in behavior and we are going to measure their learning when the students they are solving the problem. So हम बोल सकते हैं yes, learning happened, right? So this is the traditional pedagogy. Understood about this? This is the simple one. Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's have an activity. Okay. Think of a practical, any real world skill you are really good at it, right? But it can be anything. It can be you're good at making your favorite dish. It can be riding bicycle. It can be riding bullet. It can be playing any kind of instruments, piano, guitar, whatever it is. Okay, it can be because nowadays we are techno savvy. Maybe someone they like to capture the pictures, edit the pictures or videos, whatever it is. Okay, just one thing. In one sentence, tell me how you learn to do it. So this is one activity for you. In one sentence, just tell me how you learn to do it. Just think about it. Any skills, you're best at that particular skill. It can be particular recipe, yes, particular dish. It can be anything. It can maybe gardening. Yes. कैसे सीखा आपने?
By observation.
Only by observation. Okay, we'll take example. Now, mostly I think girls are there. Okay, many of you know how to make a chapati, roti. Yes.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
practicing by practicing.
Yes. The one thing you observe that is also correct. First, you observe your mom, how she's making roti in the kitchen, right? Then, when you tried first time, what happened? Are you made roti in proper way like your mom? जैसे मम्मा
No,
बनाती थी
ma'am.
वैसे अपनी रोटी बनाई? नहीं हो सकता है, पहले नकाशे बन गए, एक इंडिया का एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया का, राइट? एंड वेन अपने जब उसको सेक रहे थे तो क्या हो गया, हो सकता है वो बर्न हुई रहेगी या फिर कच्ची रही होगी, राइट? सो मेन थिंग इज दैट it is expected that always means, see, one word was there, that was nothing but the act. Yes, whenever we are getting practice, even pedagogy, it was there in the definition, the blending of the theory with the practical skills, right? So mama told you, you have to make a dough, राइट? आपको सबसे पहले डो बनाना है, तो डो बनाने की रेसिपी है, राइट? तो डो बनाने के बाद उसको कितने टाइम तक वैसे ही रखना है ताकि वो सॉफ्ट हो जाए। उसके बाद आपको तवा गरम करना है, जैसे कि आपने मान लिया तवा ज्यादा गर्म हो गया, व्हाट विल हैपन? रोटी तो अच्छी बना ली लेकिन अगर डालोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल बर्न, right? So again, here it is expected that we have to focus along with the theory. Theory it is also important, na? Because what you are going to learn theory, the temperature of the your stove, कितना टेम्परेचर रखना है, फुल फ्लेम पे रखना है, मीडियम फ्लेम पे रखना है, राइट? अदरवाइज अगर आपका तवा ज्यादा गर्म हो गया तो ऑटोमेटिकली रोटी तो बर्न हो जाएगी, राइट? सो इट इज देयर इन द नेक्स्ट टाइप ऑफ pedagogy, that is nothing but constructivist pedagogy. Yes. See, the meaning it is there in the word, that is constructivist pedagogy, and the pioneers are Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky. Okay. A student centered. See, now the first one it was the, yes. What is the title of the of what was the first type of the pedagogy? Yes,
Ma'am, traditional pedagogy.
traditional, and it is also called as traditional pedagogy. It is also called as, we
Practice.
saw that word, that is change in behavior. So it is also called as behavioristic pedagogy. Just remember, teacher centric, and exactly opposite this particular pedagogy, that is nothing, that is student centric approach. Yes, here where learners actively construct their own knowledge rather than passively absorbing information. It was exactly there the previous type, that is traditional pedagogy. The teachers stage on the stage. Teacher is teaching, delivering content, giving instructions, reinforcing the content, right? And the students, they are the passive listeners. They are not actively involved actually in the teaching learning process. They are just passively absorbing information from the teacher, right? But here, actually, instead of passively listening to the teacher or passively absorbing information, what the student do? They actively construct their own knowledge. See, basically, what is initial? What is main role of a teacher? Impartition of the knowledge. Now the teacher is the facilitator. Teacher should be the guide, right? So here we have to plan the activity. This is not simple. If you are going with the constructivist approach, the planning of a teacher, it should be appropriate, right? In the previous class, I gave you example. Okay, when the mathematics teacher, she is going to teach the properties of the rectangle. So instead of just telling the properties or drawing the figure of the rectangle on the board, yes, she can take the activity, and through the activity, let the student build knowledge about the properties of rectangle, right? Teacher can provide different cards, which the cards in the rectangular shape, different size in the different sizes, right? Let them measure the length of each side. Let them measure the hypotenuse, we can say diagonal of the rectangle. Let them measure every angle of the rectangle, and whenever, and just teacher should ask that what are the similarities do you found, and after that definitely teacher will get answer that opposite sides are equal in length. Every angle is of 90 degree. Diagonals are equal in length. Okay, diagonals intersect each other. So here, who is going to construct the knowledge? Of course, here the student is going to construct the knowledge. right? So this approach, it is called as teacher-centered approach. Okay, we'll give you one more thing. For example, if you are teaching the Pythagoras theorem, right? So what usually teacher do? So they are going to just draw the diagram, right? And then they are going to just write the Pythagoras theorem. So this is the formula, right? So how we can calculate the hypotenuse? How we can calculate the one side, the length or breadth of the length or breadth of the triangle, right angle triangle, right? So instead of that, see, this is the teacher centric. So now tell me how we can convert this particular as a student centric. Come on, tell me, now it's your turn. Yes, students, chalo, just think about it. So again, for that, there is a model. Teacher, she can see that is also comes under the student-centric approach, right? So teacher should be ready with the model. Okay, on one side, suppose 3, 4, and 5. So base, height, and the hypotenuse, right? So side, base that is 3, suppose height that is 4 centimeter, and the diagonal that is 5. So what she will do, she should be ready with that particular model, we can say, and that, see, that particular, suppose it is 5 centimeter, means that should be a square, right? And how many squares are there? So accordingly, means how is, when there is a square of the 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, then how many small squares are there, right? Each of 1 centimeter, and when they are going to count it, right? When we say now that the 3 square means side 1 square plus side 2 square is equal to hypotenuse square, right? So in this way, definitely, let them just measure the squares of 1 centimeter. Sorry, yes, of 1 centimeter. Okay, so when we are just going to measure the square of the 3 centimeter side, of course, the count will be 9, right? When they're going to measure the squares, small squares of 1 centimeter, the count will be 16. And when they're going to just do the sum up, 16 plus 9, 9 is equal to 25. And again, there will be formation of the formula, that is nothing but the side 1 square plus side 2 square is equal to hypotenuse square. Are you getting? Yes, students? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here one more example, it is given from the plant biology. You can see the biology. A teacher provides student, see, instead of just lecturing on the plant biology, teacher provides student with seeds, soils, varied light conditions. Student track growth, form hypothesis about the photosynthesis, and discuss their findings in the small group. So nowadays, even the school teachers, they are giving projects, right? Because this is not possible. Means they will not see. Sometimes it may take more time. Okay, so that can be a project. Project can be conducted individually, or it can be in a group. Okay, so this is called as constructivist pedagogy. Then the social pedagogy, the pioneers are Pavlov Ferry and Karl Mager. This approach views education as a tool for social justice. See, social justice, community development, and human well-being. Yes, it moves beyond standard academics to help learners understand their social context, develop empathy, and actively address issues with their community or society. So nowadays we should give focus on the constructivist as well as the social pedagogy, because social pedagogy, it focuses on the development of the social thing, right? They thinks about the social justice, about the community development, as well as about the individual well-being. Yes. So when we are going with this particular type of pedagogy, here the learners understand their social context, develop empathy, and actively addresses issue with their community and society. So it is expected that not only they should empathize. See, when we see the empathy, so what is basic difference between the sympathy and empathy? Any one of you? Yes? Come on. Tell me basic difference, sympathy and empathy. Yes,
Ma'am,
students.
sympathy is just, yes, ma'am. Just sympathy is like you have to the people express in the words, but empathy where actually the actions are taken, like
Yes,
any kind
very,
of help. Yes, ma'am.
very good, very good. So sympathy, अरे बहुत बुरा हुआ, right? किसी को लग गया, अरे बेचारे को बहुत लग गया. So this is called as sympathy. But when someone is doing action, means it is expected that in empathy the help should be given. अगर कोई जाके मेडिकल किट लेके उसको अगर मलम मरम पट्टी कराए, then it is called as empathy, right? So it is expected that one example it is given over here. Student analyze local, suppose there is a project. So here student analyze local water quality data, realize a nearby neighborhood faces higher pollution levels, and then collaborate to write a proposal to local municipal corporation for water filtration resources. Okay, so it is expected that act means not only the understanding the problem, but also we should act to solve that particular problem. So here the word that is collaboration, अकेले तो नहीं कर सकते ना. So that collaboration it is very important. So this is about the social pedagogy. Then critical pedagogy, the pioneer is Pavlov Ferry. Yes, this approach. See, do you know what is meaning of critical? We know the words that is critical thinking, creative thinking. So what comes under the critical thinking? Yes, come on. What is meaning of critical thinking?
Ma'am, think independently.
Think independently.
Ma'am,
Okay.
logical thinking. Logical
Okay,
thinking,
very
ma'am.
good. Very good, very good. Critical
Discussion,
thinking.
debate.
Ma'am, analyze the situation or
Very
analyze
good.
the things.
See, logical, analyzing, criticizing. We critique करते हैं ना, so critical thinking. Okay, someone बहुत बार ऐसे होता है ना. See, usually there is a gossip between the ladies. और ऐसे generally this happens with the ladies. जो पता है ये होता है. दो में से एक गायब रहेगी तो remaining two most of the time they are talking with the third lady. Right. But see, when the person is having this particular habit of critical thinking, okay, और आपको वहां पे वो चुगली की जा रही है, अरे वो तो ऐसी है, वो आपके बारे में ऐसे बोलते हैं, वैसे बोलते हैं, right? But the person who is having this particular ability of the critical thinking, that person will not totally trust on the whatever information she is getting, but instead of that, she will cross question. Right, but आपने देखा रहेगा this happen in the criminal side, what can say, whenever the we are dealing with the not we but the concerned people, they are dealing they deals with the criminals and all, right? So whatever information they are getting, कभी कभी ऐसे भी होता है ना कि unnecessary किसी के ऊपर कोई भी झूठा इल्जाम भी लगा रहा है, कोई ज्यादा ज्यादा उसको परेशान कर रहा है, हो सकता है कि वो विक्टिम नहीं है, राइट? तो फिर भी उसको बोला जा रहा है. सो इन दैट केस मीन्स दिस इज एक्सपेक्टेड. एंड क्रिटिकल, व्हेन यू टॉकिंग अबाउट द क्रिटिकल पेडागोगी, इट मीन्स दैट we should always challenge whatever information we are getting, right? So always critique it, we should always analyze it, we should always think logically about the whatever information we are getting, right? So one example it is given over here: a history class examines historical newspaper archives from different eras to evaluate how media framing influence public perception of civil rights movements, questioning whose voices were omitted. राइट, बहुत बहुत बार ऐसे होता है ना कि कोई कुछ बोल देता है, उसके ऊपर हम यकीन करते हैं, राइट? बट इंस्टेड ऑफ टोटली हैविंग फेथ ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, सबसे पहले we should get the proper information from the authentic sources, right? So it is there in the critical pedagogy. Okay, so basically there are 4 types of pedagogy. Can anyone quickly tell me what are the 4 types of pedagogy? Yes.
And first one is traditional, second one is
Yes.
constructivist, third one is social, and fourth one is critical.
Tell me about each type of pedagogy in one sentence. Oh, yes, this is teachers and this particular pedagogy, that is traditional behavioristic pedagogy. It is having teacher-centric approach where the knowledge it is imparted by the teacher. The students, they are the active listeners, and learning is measured through observable behavior, test scores, and the memorization. Yes. The next is constructivist. Here the knowledge, here the this is totally the student-centric approach. Here the knowledge it is constructed by the student instead of listening the information very passively. Yes, it is there in the constructivist pedagogy. Then the social pedagogy, the main focus it is given on the social justice, community development, and human well-being, right? And it is expected that the students they should understand the social problems, right? But also they should help to solve the social problems in the collaboration with the concerned party, we can say, right? It is there in the social pedagogy and critical pedagogy. So don't depend or don't rely on the particular information blindly. Always see. Let me tell you one thing. You have done with the models of teaching. Yes, it was there. Models of teaching. Yes, in the first semester of B.Ed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So one model of teaching, it comes under inquiry training model, right? So where particular problematic situation it is presented in front of the class, and usually what happen in the class, teacher asks the questions and students are answering to the question, right? But here to get the proper information about the problem, right? Because the students they are going to solve that particular problem. Right. So what the student they are doing? They are going to ask the question to the teacher, and the question should be of yes no type question. Right. And after that, whatever informations they are getting from the teachers, they're going to make a hypothesis. Right. Even you did this now for the concept attainment you did, that is hypothesis framing, it was there. Then the testing of hypothesis, it was there. Right. Even every models of teaching, they are having certain field, and many, I think many models of teaching, they are going with the student centric. Right. See, constructivity that is also okay, but again, there is a merging of two types of pedagogy. If we are using, for example, suppose constructive approach, students they are going to construct the knowledge. In the concept attainment also, the concept was framed by the students only, right? If you are talking about the inquiry training model, the solution of the problem, it was the students they are going to find the solution of the problem, right? So again, active learning of the student it was there, so definitely we can say that the students are the active learner, and again we are bringing them in the inquiry process, right? So somehow we are going to inculcate the critical thinking skill among the students, right? So this type of pedagogy it is related to that. Okay, so these are the four types of the pedagogy. Let me switch on the previous two slides, please. Okay, quickly we can it is there, that is meaning of the pedagogy. So in the ancient Greek word, the meaning of the pedagogy, that is nothing but the leading children, which came from the Greek word that is paidagogos, right? You can see paid and agogos, that is child leading, simple meaning that is leading children. One traditional meaning of the pedagogy, that is nothing but the art and science of the teaching, it is given over here, right? But some people they says that those who did the critic related to this particular meaning, they says that it is the activity of the learning. We also saw some other aspect of the pedagogy. Now they are added craft word in the definition. So pedagogy is defined as the art, craft, and science of the teaching, right? Here you can see the components. These are the components of the advanced pedagogy: art, craft, and science, where we now we are switching from the, because it was there in the one type, it is there traditional pedagogy. teacher-centric approach was there. Now we are switching from teacher-centric approach to the student-centric approach. So these are the definitions. We focuses on theory and practices, science and art of the teaching. Yes. And here we expected that there should be change in the behavior intellectually as well as the socially. Then here we can say that conscious activity of the one person who designed to enhance learning of the other. Then it blends theory with the practical skills. And the last one, that see always have focus on the important words, or we can say the key concept. Pedagogy, it is the act, right? Processes and the art of imparting knowledge and the skill. So this is all about the today's class. We are focused on the meaning of the pedagogy and basic four types of the pedagogy, that is traditional pedagogy, which is also called as behavioristic pedagogy, then the constructivist pedagogy, social pedagogy, and critical pedagogy. I hope you understood this topic. Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.